Well, hello there, guys. Agrippa Maxenius here, and we're doing another exciting battle with Darth. You guys know him already. I've been wanting to play him one-on-one for quite a while here, and we're not going to be talking on this particular one because I want to focus 100%, and if I can focus, maybe I can win. Let's see. Alright, guys, so our goal is to delay the Confederates using the high ground of Cemetery Hill and, if possible, more strategic locations. It seems pretty simple, but I'm assuming it's probably not. Oak Ridge is one area I want to definitely take, but I want to make sure that we can actually defend Oak Ridge and that we don't just get crushed trying to defend it. So let's go ahead and make sure that it's actually a place we can defend. I think we can, so I'm going to start sending guys up there already. And McPherson's Ridge is another ridge that's probably pretty important, but I want to make sure that we take all of these necessary spots. So let's go ahead, move down here. Where's the reinforcements? He's on his way, but he's taken quite a while. I'm just making sure my vedettes, I want to make sure that they kind of spot this. Holy crap! Alright, that I did not expect. The enemy's coming from totally behind us. And we want to go ahead and get ready to deal with their attack. I'm getting a little set up here, or reset up. It's been a while since I played the game, but I want to see how this works. So let's go ahead. We're going to get these skirmishers up. I'm going to bring these guys behind to try to actually hit his cavalry, or his artillery, I should say. Alright, I want to go ahead and fall back with the skirmishers across the river. We're going to want to go ahead and switch to canister shot. So Darth's already telling me, use cover, which he's absolutely right. I'm going to try to get behind here, and he's got some skirmishers there, so I don't think I can get him with those vedettes, but maybe I could get him with these vedettes. It looks like he's actually turning archer to deal with that situation. I like that, and we want to get these skirmishers up. So our reinforcements should be here already. Yes, they're definitely here. I'm going to go ahead and move them up to these locations almost immediately. Iron Brigade is extremely useful, of course, and we want to get it up there very, very fast. The Black Hats! Let's go ahead and put that up again. Alright, Davis is making a charge, guys. This definitely calls for concern. Kalo's falling back. Davis, of course, that Confederate charge is deadly. Now, I'm hoping that our vedettes can do some damage here to the enemy artillery units, but I'm not sure. The longer our skirmishers can hold the enemy back, the better we're going to be. There we go. Davis is actually pulling back just a little bit, and Kalo's got some canister shot. I'm sending some shit talking to Darth, but he's gonna be very prepared to fight back here. All right, here we go. I'm sending these guys forward. I can't wait till our reinforcements actually get here. Alright, he's actually sending some skirmishers north. Now I'm going to go ahead and challenge those skirmishers. I don't want him just bothering the skirmishers, trying to flank us and fire on us. That's no fun. So I'm going to see if we can go ahead and target them. Let's see how our reinforcements are doing. Beautiful. They're on the way. They're not going as quickly as I expected them to, but we're not going to rush them. We don't want these guys tired by the time they get to the battlefield. Alright, sadly those vedettes are crushed. Alright, I'm actually going to bring my skirmishers now to basically focus fire on Davis once again. And I'm actually amazed we've actually focus fire and managed to work down his line this much, but Archer is obviously there. Okay, we've got General Doubleday on the way, and actually I'm going to be moving over here towards the ridge. I'm not going to go straight for our victory locations. I'm actually going to pop up on the south. So it was actually some good advice Darth just shared with us there, that they're much better for fighting the skirmishers, which makes sense. We probably should have focused on those skirmishers and tried to pull our full weight against them. I'm glad that our vedettes are still getting some shots off on these guys, and actually I might bring Gambles back to start firing on them, but I'm just getting so many good shots on Davis, I'm not sure if I want to take the risk, to be honest with you. Fire, boys! Gamble skirmishers. Of course, we're going to be reaching this location first. I want to use that ridge to our advantage. Let's see how this... Alright, we've got some more infantry. That's a direct move forward. That's the fastest they can get there. Holy crap. Archer is definitely hitting us hard. I'm going to have to move the skirmishers back, but I'm actually hoping that I could pull Archer in a little bit more and hit him from the bottom here. They're really trying to make it over here, so I'm actually going to take gambles and try to hit Hefts from behind, and maybe we could scare them away from this plot. We don't want them taking this victory location. Alright, I might actually make the Iron Brigade run now. I didn't do it before, but we're going to do it now. Condition. They can get there. Come on, boys. They can do it. I'm not too concerned about their lily-livered inability to move. They gotta, you know, they're soldiers. You get prepared. You move. That's what you do. Alright, so we're going to keep moving these artillery guys up as well. These guys are very important, but it's going to take them a while to get up here. Now, one huge bonus, of course, is the fact that we have horse-drawn artillery, so they're probably going to get there faster than your regular artillery, but not as fast as I'd like them to get there. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the run now. Now we're simply moving up with Iron Brigade. We're going to do the same with Cutler, Paul, and Baxter. We're basically doing an attack, a form of an attack from the south here to hit the enemy as hard as we can. Now, Buford can probably pop back because he's not really doing us much good here, and neither are Gamble's skirmishers, to be honest with you. I'm actually going to take the vedettes. I'm going to see if we can get the skirmishers fire from behind here, but I think I'm going to pull back with these guys. And we've got Iron Brigade on the way here. Let's see if we can hit Archer from behind. Oh man, he is rushing that spot. He is definitely rushing that spot. Look at that. Look at Darth. The man is a genius. Now he's going to try to take this 3,500 spot before I even get there with my reinforcements, which I think is awesome. I'm going to try to cut him off, obviously, with the Iron Brigade and totally trap him here, but I don't think it's going to work. And we have to keep in mind, he is also receiving reinforcements. We just don't know when those reinforcements are going to arrive. Man, look at that. Look at Darth. I'm not going to say anything because you know what? It's going to give him a false sense of security. I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that he doesn't think that I'm at all concerned. We're fine. We're very calm. We're not scared at all of the enemy. Archer and Dave has obviously major problems here, so we want to crush this problem now. And one great way to crush it is to get these guys in action. I'm going to go ahead and run with Iron Brigade. I know you're not supposed to run, but you know what? In this case, I think we need to. We need to get there quickly. We need to make sure they don't make a defensive location on top of this hill. And the only way to do that is to hit them now. It's really, there's no other way. So we're going to hit them now. We've still got more reinforcements on the way here. And there we go. Oak Ridge is gone. And Oak Ridge is actually important. Unlike this place up here, we don't really care about it. But Oak Ridge is actually an important area. Let me take the 1st Corps, and I'm going to move them over here. Alright, there we go. At least Archer is getting hit hard. And I could see that maybe we can, with Iron Brigade, still move up here. So let's try to make it on top of that ridge. Now, I hate going on top of a ridge or taking the top of a ridge because, quite frankly, it's one of the hardest locations to take in the game. So we're going to keep going anyway. And I might actually keep one infantry unit back here, maybe Baxter, maybe another unit, maybe one of these guys, just to watch this area. Just want to make sure we don't have any other special locations. Okay, here we go. I'm going to keep hitting Archer with Iron Brigade. We will switch our fire, but I also want to get Cutler over here, just to look out at this location and see if we can spot any of the Confederate enemy here. All right, here we go. Hit Archer. Oh yes, we've got a lot of enemies, excuse me, coming through McPherson's Ridge. I'm going to try to go this way, guys. Oh, I'm not going to focus too much on taking this location back. I'm not going to make it like be-all, end-all of the battle, because then we're going to definitely lose heart. I think we want to focus now on just trying to dislodge the guys from the ridge here. That's probably not a bad idea. It's just to focus our fire, focus our reinforcements on this area. We're actually taking a lot of fire, a lot of artillery fire from that location over there, so that means that he's definitely not liking our movements in this area. Let's see, come on. I want those damn artillery pieces. I really do. He's sending Broken Bow through. I'm going to send Cutler through, and I am going to run with Cutler just to get into that woods. And he's running too. So as you can see, running is not always a bad thing. Who's the faster runner to try to get into cover? So here we go. And there we go. It looks like I'm the faster runner in this instance. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make use of that. No! Hold! Halt! Halt! What are you doing? Halt, Cutler. You're doing just fine, boy. Don't leave. Alright, let's go for Davis again. And of course I want to bring these artillery things up a lot closer. Same with these skirmishers. There's no reason they shouldn't be helping us here. Let's take Paul. We'll put Paul up here. And we've still got 2 more brigades on the way, Bucktail and Biddle. Alright, Baxter, this is your chance to make history, man. You got the canister shots set up. Just don't know if we can fire uphill. And I can't believe the Iron Brigade is pulling back. Really? I thought Buford would be able to provide them with some decent morale. Apparently not. So Iron Brigade's going to definitely need some time to recover. He's going to send Broken Bro at me if I do this. But you know what? We've got to start hammering away at Pettigrew. And we do have the woods cover, and that's a slight advantage. Come on, Baxter. Come on, Stewart. Fire away. I'm going to take Biddle this way. Alright, Pettigrew's getting ready for a nice volley fire here. And it's going to be a nasty one. I don't care if we have cover. Pettigrew always manages to do a lot of damage. I think it's actually the largest of the brigades here. Switch to shell. Switch to shell. I'm going to see if I can target Davis, but I'm not sure we can. So this is one situation where I am going to use the run. I'm going to use the run here with Bucktail as well. We're going to actually push forward with our general just a little bit. So Cutler's actually getting shot at here by Brander, one of the artillery pieces. I'm not really sure what to do about it. Kind of just going to accept the hits for now. But we do want to eventually pull back. So let me actually fall back, and I'll explain why. If not fall back, I do want to try to make a push on this location, and then of course we'd be firing at the enemy from 2 locations here, and I think that would be really effective. I'm going to stop Biddle's run. It's probably in a decent location now to go start firing at Davis, and actually Davis is losing a lot of men on top of that hill. So if we could just keep hitting him, just keep putting the pressure on, maybe we got a chance here. Alright, so I'm going to start pulling Paul back. I hope Darth doesn't see this. We're essentially leaving this area open. We're going to leave Cutler here, and sadly Cutler may need to be our sacrificial lamb. But what must be done must be done. Am I right, boys? Alright, we've got Zimmerman moving up with his cannons. We've got Bucktail. I mean, I'm almost tempted, honestly, to start charging here. It's definitely something I might consider doing. Taking that hill is a huge bonus for us, if we can do it. And he knows I want it too. That's why he's got guys like Archer moving up here. He does. That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to charge. I don't usually do this, but you know what? I think this is an important enough situation. We really need to take that position. It's almost essential. And I'm going to move Cutler back. So we're essentially giving the enemy the use of this location back a little bit. Now here we go. We've got a major charge going here with Biddle and Bucktail, and I'm hoping we can break the rebels. I'm not sure if we can. I want to make sure that our skirmishers are also firing here. Let's make sure to keep moving forward with the rest of our men. Keep on going. Iron Brigade, stay put. Hold. Cutler, hold. In fact, we want to get them into better cover here, so let's actually move them into the woods. There we go. We're going to make contact with the rebels here. And I'm hoping that this is going to work out in our favor, guys. We are winning at Oak Ridge, but it's just begun. We're going to charge. We're going to charge. Let's go for it, boys. Baxter, get those bayonets out. And let's hope that we can get a glorious attack here. It does look like we've got possibly Davis on the run. I can't tell. There's just too much going on here. It's absolutely hectic. Not lose focus of this line over here. And now Broken Bro's getting very close. I don't like that. But we want to get into cover. So let's keep moving. Let's not fall for the trick of staying out there. Let's actually get back. And there we go. We've secured Oak Ridge. I'm going to halt with this unit. Halt with Biddle. We're going to send Paul up here as well. There we go. Archer is actually still fighting. Davis is gone, but Archer is still fighting here, and the gunfire is non-stop. All right, so Broken Bro's moving forward. I want us to make sure Cooper gets some shell shot on him, and I want to make sure Cutler also gets some shots on this guy if he can. I'm not going to go crazy about it, but it would be helpful for sure. Cutler. No, he's not. He's got no cover whatsoever. All right, here we go, guys. Now, this is where we really try to defend this location. Come on, men, reform. I like that Archer's taking a lot of hits, and Pettigrew is going to try to push forward. I'm going to try to hit him from the flank here with Paul. Darth just told me to watch my flanks. We're going to see if we can't make him eat his words. So it would probably be very good words, because Darth is Greek, and Greek food is delicious. But in this case, we're going to try to stop him anyway, and Pettigrew, of course, is right here. I mean, I really want to hit him with that flank attack, but I don't know how quickly our men can get into formation. Open fire, Paul! In fact, we might switch Cooper over here to Pettigrew with some canister shot. Even if we just get one last shot off at this guy, it'll be worth it. Fall back, Bucktail. What are you doing? Bucktail's getting away from me there. Okay, nice. So we've got some wonderful fire here coming down on Pettigrew. I want to break Pettigrew. I really want to break Pettigrew. Now, he's falling back. That's not a retreat. I'm almost certain that's a falling back. Bucktail, come on, Bucktail. What's wrong with you? He keeps going out into the middle of nowhere to get shot at. I don't understand this boy. Don't understand you, Bucktail. What's wrong with you? Didn't your mother raise you properly? Actually, Bucktail Brigade's probably one of the best brigades in the Union Army, but, still a very strange move there. And, okay, this is cool now. We could take Iron Brigade, move them up here. We still got Paul right here, and I'm just going to halt with Paul. I'm not moving anywhere with these guys. You know, one of the mistakes we made last time was trying to move so many places and be so many places at once. We actually ended up costing our men. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to switch Paul's focus fire over here to Broken Bro, and I think he's going to be out of the woods enough that that defensive bonus isn't going to mean nearly as much. But actually, as you can see, we're getting some pretty good shots off. Stay in there. Good point. I was just saying that. It was hilarious. Now, the problem is we do have to leave cover for a few of the movements here, but not all of them. No, don't think so. We'll get back. You know, it's almost like Paul just let them know, like, yeah, we're coming out. No, just kidding. We're not actually going to meet you guys in battle. Are you crazy? So right now, Biddle is in a decent location. I do want to hit those skirmishers, though. I'm not liking them. And it looks like he's trying to pound away here, almost World War I style tactics of just artillery suppression. Constant artillery suppression on this location to try to weaken it. See. I'm going to bring the skirmishers up. We still got a few skirmishers, unbelievably. And Paul is actually still getting some shots off here on Broken Bro. I don't mind that, but I don't want him to go too far. Let's halt with the Iron Brigade, for instance. And they could make Baxter run just with that cannon fire alone. is a good point. So he's saying inflict more casualties on me. Now this might actually require us to make some changes that require us to step out of cover. So I hope this works. Ah, I see. That makes sense. So he's trying to get the morale of his men back up. And this is a good time to try and, you know, cause some casualties, obviously, in his line. But in this sense, we're getting out of cover to do this. I think it might be worth it, though. We're hitting Broken Bro pretty hard, and if we could even just break one of these guys, you know, we're gonna put the odds of us winning the battle highly in our favor, because these guys need to work together to take this location. Come on, Gambles. Cutler, don't run. Stop running, Cutler. It's my fault for leaving the run option on. So he's going to move the artillery up now. I'm going to charge with Cutler. This is madness, but it might just work. Here we go. Cutler's crashing into the lines. I don't think he's going to do very well, but we've already committed. Here we go. I'm actually going to hold. There's no reason for us to really keep attacking. We'll pull back here. In fact, I'll keep trying to fire at Broken Bro, because we haven't retreated yet. We're just kind of cresting on the hill. There we go, Cutler. Fire away. Hitting him right at, you know, stomach level. These are a lot of stomach shots. That's what I'm worried about, are the reinforcements. And it's what we need to prepare for. You can see both of our men are loading here. Alright, Cutler's getting hit hard, so now I'm going to fall back with Cutler. And Lane and Perrin are definitely those reinforcements. So he's getting those guys now. This is really going to be a major defense. If we can hold, we can hold. If not, he's got this battle 100%. So we're going to go ahead. Cutler, come on, keep firing at Broken Bro. He's still getting some great shots off. Alright, I'm going to move Cutler over here once again. Actually, I'm going to set him up in such a way here. Well, I want to first make sure he gets his location. Alright. Devlin Skirmishers, Bucktail. It looks like they might be coming for a northern attack, and actually it looks like they're going to hit us from all locations here. I'm going to try to get our guys in a decent location. Make sure none of our guys are on run. And let me go try to quiet down my crazy parrot. Sorry, guys. Alright. It's not helpful. Let's see. We lost Oak Hill. So that's going to be the hill to the north. I'm not surprised by that. Trying to surround us with a sickle formation. Here we go. So he's trying to get around us. But I'm not sure what to do about the sickle formation. I guess we'll send Iron Brigade out here. Try to extend our lines a little bit. Do the same over here. Here we go. Biddle, fire on scales. Alright, we definitely need to deal with scales. We're going to go ahead and send Iron Brigade to deal with them as well. He might actually be going for a charge here. I would not be surprised. He's got some guys back here that are moving up as well. But if he charges all at the same time with these guys, it's going to be tough for us to hold this position. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll make sure Cutler's aiming towards this location. Fire away, boys. Oh, he's definitely going for the sickle. Look at Perrin. Look where he's going. He's absolutely going for the sickle formation. The best thing we can do here, Baxter, is shooting practice. Okay, now once again, I'm going to move back with Cutler and Paul. Oh, that parrot is... Sometimes she is such a pain in the ass, guys. I'm sorry. It's the worst time for her to be trying to annoy me. Holy shit. Alright, quiet. Quiet! Alright, sorry about that, guys. She can be a real handful. We've got Cutler moving in here. And yeah, he's right. I mean, look at all those Union bodies. I'm glad we've got at least Iron Brigade here to provide some cover, but I don't know how much he can provide. And it looks like he's going to try to move in mostly from the north with Lane. Lane, Scales, Perrin. It's going to be a major charge here. Come on. The master himself, Darth, is moving forward here. General Schultz has arrived. Yeah, it's about time, Schultz. Jeez, man. He's really trying to cut us off here. We really are stuck. We can't move. I mean, if we move any of these guys, you know, we're going to make it a little easier for him to take this location. So all we can do is hold out, you know, for as long as possible. I'm going to take Reynolds. I'm going to try to hold out against Pettigrew and the rest of these guys, fire off some shell shot. But we're in a tough position. There's no question about it. Make sure that our generals are right there. Get Devlin skirmishers to fire a little bit, but he's got Hefts over there. He's doing great. And let's see what these reinforcements consist of. Well, we need infantry. Now that's actually 7,000. One of these locations is worth 7,000. But if he takes these three, I think he's got it. Alright, so this will be a Confederate charge. Slowly forcing us off the hill. Now we have no choice. We've got to move on Broken Bro. We're going to try to use the cover if we can. I'll hit Davis. But Pettigrew's going to be hitting my flank. So Cutler's got to do something crazy here. 33% morale. Come on, Cutler. There we go. He took Oak Ridge. Made coherent lines. Yeah, that has to be our problem here. We really should have gone with our plan with Cutler and tried to flank Broken Bro, but I was a bit too nervous trying to wait for reinforcements. I'm still going to try that charge. Believe me, I want to try to break at least one of his lines. Alright, at last General Barlow has come to cover our right flank. It's a bit late now, Barlow. You know, the battle is almost over. We still have these 2 points here, and I might try holding just them. So we're going to go ahead and possibly send Schmiffelnig and Barlow, or Krasnowski, and when Barlow arrives, we'll send him too over this way. So at this point, Cutler is totally falling back. In fact, I want him to fall back to this position. Do the same with Iron Brigade and try to hold the 4,000. There's no way we're going to hold the hill anymore, so I think our best bet is falling back and giving Darth control of this point. We're going to fall back to our second defensive line, and just look at all the men we lost on that hill. I mean, that is a holocaust of Union soldiers. It's vicious. But we're pulling back. We still have cover. I'm hoping that's going to help us out. Try to see if I can get on the east side of Gettysburg here and flank. All right, von Gilsa and Ames. And these are the last brigades we have as reinforcements. Let's try to hit Heth's. I think if we hit Heth's skirmishers over here from the flank, we might be able to dislodge them. But I think this is definitely a better idea to pull back. Now, the problem is the enemy has the uphill advantage here. There's not much we can do about that. Let's fall back again with Paul. Fall back with Cutler for sure. Just put him in a better location. I'm hoping these reinforcements are going to arrive on time. But again, I'm not running with them. I'm just going to take my time. Slow and steady wins the race, I think. Isn't that the saying? Maybe that's not true. Turn this way. Alright, I'm just going to try to set up sort of a defense like that, where we're facing to the north at least. Why are these skirmishers going so close? Try to hit Zimmerman over here. Another reserve division, and I'm not even sure if these reserve troops are going to provide that much assistance. You know, they're not the frontline troops. They're kind of, you know, if you need these guys, you can use them type thing. No, Paul! Alright, let's move Iron Brigade back out as well. I'll be right back, guys. So, actually, Darth is once again suggesting we make some lines here. I think we might try to just focus on making a strong line at the south of town here and see if we can't push with our reserve line. So he's definitely pushing with Pettigrew over here. I want to make sure we're facing the right way. About face! We do the same with Paul here. Alright, Schmiffelnig is moving up. Let's put him on the edge of town. That's where we're moving these guys. Just the edge of the town itself. We're not going any farther. Here we go. Cutler's... I like Cutler's position right now, actually, on the Lutheran Seminary. I don't like that Paul keeps moving. Here we go, guys. Schmiffelnig is getting into the town of Gettysburg. So is Krasnowski. So it's our chance to make a little bit of a push over there on Perrin's west flank. We'll try to make these lines much stronger. Alright, let's let Biddle start firing first, so maybe he gets a false sense of security. Now, he's going to make that mad dash to this area. We've got it defended with a sort of diamond formation. It's not much of a diamond formation when he's got this many men attacking it. But we're trying to make this part a really hard part to take, and it looks like Brokenborough might be pulling back. Yes, he is. We're going to switch Paul's fire over here to Pettigrew, and hopefully we can go ahead and do a significant amount of damage to him. Alright, come on, guys. Let's get Dilger over here. Let's get Kirsch now. It's going to keep moving forward. We're going to hit these guys in the flank. Now, knowing Darth, he's probably got guys over here ready to hit our flank. He's going to double up on our flank because he's an amazing player, obviously. He created the game. He knows about how to win. But I think that's one possibility. He might be pushing, and in fact, I can see Scales moving. Yeah, I think he's trying to stop that flank attack. Almost certain. We'll let Von Gilsa also assist here, and yes, he's going to reorganize Perrin, I guess you could say. But fighting in the city is a pretty good defensive location for both of us. So I'm not sure we're going to have many casualties in here unless we get into some serious close combat. Let's get Ames up this way. Smith up this way. Wilkeson, we're going to move up this way. And same with Koster. Alright, incredibly, we're actually holding this location right now, which is pretty good. Excuse me, guys. Definitely want Iron Brigade firing here as much as possible, but it's not essential, and Custer can hit Perrin over here from the flank. Why shouldn't we fire? I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to hit this guy from behind. We're going to go for it. I'm going to do the same with Bucktail, and we're even going to do the same with Dilger. We're going to get this artillery to fire at his flank. It's time for us to teach these Rebs a lesson, boys. There we go. Perrin is definitely pulling back. That is not a fall back. Don't come back to our town, Reb. Alright, here we go. So now he sees that I'm picking up on the flank a little bit, but he's moving guys like Lane over here. He's going to try to keep outflanking me. So I'm going to send a guy over here. I'm going to send this guy this way. Because I know I know how Darth plays, and he is great at flanking. He will flank you. You'll flank him, and he'll have already double flanked your men. So even if you thought ahead of him 2 turns, it doesn't make a difference. And this is why I'm really going to push on that right flank, because I'm almost certain he's going to send men this way, go through this wooded area, and take Culp's Hill. It'd be an easy steal, an easy grab, if we didn't have anybody defending it. So let's make sure we do defend it, and I might even bring Ames over to assist here. If we need to pull him back, we will. Alright, Von Gilsa. He's going to have to work a little bit harder at taking these locations now. Let's get these cannons up. Let's get Dilger right up there. So at this point, we're not attacking. We're just going to hold with guys like Krasnowski. I'm going to actually reform him a little bit. And we'll basically wait for the Confederates to make their move. Now, I want to move Ames over here, obviously. I want to try to get that flank attack again. But right now, we're holding his men back. His men are definitely trying to regroup. They're getting those reinforcements set up again. And that's going to be a problem for us for sure. Dilger. Alright, I'm going to have him start firing already on Pettigrew. In fact, I might try to take his already out. And I can see already an army forming over here. So I'm actually going to run just for a little bit, just to get into a decent position here and hit Lane. This is going to be a pain in the ass for Lane. So he's going to have to go ahead and deal with this situation, obviously. I wonder if we could push the attack here and go for a charge. That would be really crazy. It would, at the same time, be a huge rallying cry to our men. But here we go. So he's definitely pushing up on that side. We've got Koster over here. We'll bring Biddle over here as well. Why not? And we should actually save one of our units for the cemetery, but we're a bit preoccupied right now. So let's just hope that Darth doesn't send anyone behind us to take that Evergreen Cemetery from us. Alright, here we go. Scales is trying to move through Gettysburg proper. We don't want him to do that. I'm going to send him back. This is a Union-held town, sir. We won't have any rebels here. No slave trading allowed and such. Alright, here we go. Scales. And once again, we're hitting Von Gilsa from the flank here. And I might use Smith to just hammer this guy away. Smith's a big boy. He knows what he's doing. Alright, Zimmerman does too, and it looks like Zimmerman might be making a charge. I don't like that at all. Or Lane. Try to reform here so that we're facing him directly. That is a really close fight. That's just like, we're literally fighting street to street here. Alright, Perrin is definitely buckling, guys. Oh my goodness, Scales and Perrin are buckling hard. Well, this is an opportunity for a great redemption, I think. I think it is. I'm not going to charge because I don't want to lose our, just lose our control level right now. But let's move Krasnowski this way. Make sure he focuses fire on Lane. We don't want Lane being a problem at all. Move Schmiffelnig up. So we're going to keep trying to push these guys out of the town. We didn't even have a general nearby. That's crazy. So Broken Bro seems totally useless right now, but believe it or not, he could still become a problem. He's resting up, and once he's fully rested, he's going to be an issue. Now, there looks like they're going to try to secure Beechers. No, whoa! Whoa! This is what I mean about him going behind our line. So we know he's over here, which means that he could easily be pressing over here where Koster is. We just don't know. We don't Beechers, no. That was the worst pun in the world, I know, but I couldn't help myself. Just couldn't do it. Here we go, guys. Smith is moving up. I think I might go for Lane, guys. Believe it or not. I'm going for Lane. I'm going for Lane. I don't give a damn what you guys have to say. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. He's just not taking nearly enough damage. Actually, it looks like my men sort of preemptively stopped fire their rifles, and now they're charging in. And you know what? If we're going to do it on Lane, we might as well do it on Scales. Let's go. Get these rebels out of here. They think they're good at charging. We'll show them a thing or two. I hope so. If not, I'm going to look really bad here. Really, really bad here. And actually, Lane looks like he's doing just fine. Still a very close fight, honestly, between both of them. I can see Perrin, though, is making that move. I don't like it. Let's get the skirmishers up here. We'll get our general as well. Alright, we definitely have Scales on the run. That's a huge plus. So I'm actually going to move Smith over here. And it looks like it's a very inconclusive fight here with Lane. We did pull him back, but we felt back as well, and Krasnowski is kind of, not really doing great. But now we can actually flank the enemy. We can actually open fire on these units that are moving. They're still moving here, but of course we got to be careful. I want to move Smith over here. And we're going to move these guys back into the town. So we're going to move Von Gilsa back. Schmiffelnig we're going to move back as well. And actually, we push Lane back. That's great. So that's one of our goals. I also want to hit Perrin. And let's make sure they're not pushing on our location here. Oh, poor Biddle. I feel like he's lost men just through this movement process. Fire on Lane, sir. Alright, so he's actually doing a great job here. He's going to counterattack with Dole. Because Schmiffelnig is kind of trying to get back to the lines, and he is doing a full Confederate charge to try to take back Gettysburg. Here we go, O'Neill. And now I almost wish we brought Koster to assist us in this fight, but I think it's a bit late for that. We're going to charge with Smith. We've gotten this close, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. Dole's just running. O'Neill is in a nasty fight with our men. Can we push him back, guys? Can we push O'Neill back? It would be incredible if we could, and it looks like we are pushing them back. But every time we do this, of course, we're getting our guys outside of the town, and I'm worried that he might like that a bit too much. We're still fighting Doles, though, as well. Oh man, it's a nasty fight for everyone right now. It's just a bloodbath. I'm actually going to make Krasnowski focus fire here. Schmiffelnig already has the right idea. We've still got this artillery firing away, so it makes me feel a little bit better. We haven't stopped harassing his men with artillery shots, but at the same time, you know, eventually we're going to break here. This is what I'm talking about. The rebels are great close combat fighters, and Smith has definitely been, you know, pushed back, forced back, I guess you could say. But we just forced them back, they forced us back, kind of a give and take. If we could just hold this location, we're going to be a lot better off for it. So let me take Krasnowski. I'm going to try to hit O'Neill and Doles. His general's right here. He's going to pull back for sure. In fact, we're moving Cutler up, but I want him to hold this position too. We're going to let these guys relax for a bit now. But, of course, we know Perrin is going to be moving on that right flank. And there we go. Look at that constant fire. It looks like his men are going to try and reform next to Pennsylvania College. We'll see how that goes. Oh, Ames. Calm yourself, Ames. Crazy boatman. I don't know. Ames for me just sounds like a boatman's name. Some sort of fisherman's name. Alright, here we go. Smith and von Gilsa. Wilkeson hit Iverson here. His shell can't reach. I'm actually going to try to move Wilkeson up a little bit. Make sure we don't have any other reinforcements we don't know about. Remember, we are not using a map, partly because I want you guys to be able to see the field here. And Smith, oh my god, Smith is running back to Washington. Yeah, he is terrified. Now, the good news is, if he reforms, which he just did, we can go ahead and put him over here near Culp's Hill. In our second defensive line, but this is not a place we want to have to get to. So far we hold some pretty important points, but not necessarily for long. Good phone to go up again. And we'll actually move Ames this way, just because I want him to get a better view of the battlefield. Alright. Reform Cutler, because he actually made Paul retreat quite quickly here. And there we go, he's going for a double sickle. I told you guys, you know, Darth is always prepared. He really is. I actually see his men already moving over here on Benner's Hill. We're going to go and try to cut him off, but I don't necessarily see this working out very well. Whew, Bucktail's taking a lot of hits. In fact, all of our units on this line are right now. So we could see major movements. Like I said, he's going for that location. Absolutely. He might be going for Benner's Hill first. In fact, we should have gone to Benner's Hill. Even though there's no victory point there, we should have taken it, because it's an important victory location. So not taking that location was a major mistake, but we might still be able to get there before him. I'm not sure. I just want to make sure he knows that we know he's here. Gonna have to reform with Gordon. Might have to reform with the Louisiana Tigers. If we can force him to reform, it's going to give our boys a little bit of a chance to set up for that attack. So that's one reason I think this might not be a bad idea. Coster, we need you to charge, boy. You get up that damn hill. Wait, I'm not a Confederate. Come on, Costa, get up the hill now. No, that's not very much a Union voice either. Let's see. A Union voice can sound like a Confederate, as a matter of fact, and vice versa. Alright. Pettigrew, huge force here from Pettigrew, of course. And he's actually got quite a few massive forces working on us. So the Tigers are actually here. We're going to fall back. Fall back, fall back, fall back with Coster. We're going to be totally unprepared for this attack. What we might have to do is pull back with the rest of our army and fall back to the second defensive location. But fat chance that I'm doing that, at least not for a while. Now stir. He's got some shots off that lane. He'll fall back again after he just gets that volley off. I just want him back on top of the hill and back in the woods. I mean, if he can do that much, his men are going to be a lot more useful. And here we go. Darth is making the push with the great Pettigrew, and I think he might be able to break through our lines. Come on, Cutler. Give him the cold steel Dilger. See if we can switch to a canister shot. I'm just not sure if we can get the shot off due to the location here. There we go. Not bad. Not bad. You know what to do, boys. Alright, I like this a little bit better, and we're going to have Smith as sort of a secondary line of defense, as long as the Tigers don't just push into this location, which is exactly what they might do, is just force themselves in here. So let me move the Cutler once again. I'm going to turn to face the Tigers. There we go. Alright, so it looks like we're firing on Smith first. That's alright. I don't mind. It doesn't look like he's putting all of his efforts in taking Gettysburg, but he's got more than enough men to take this location. So we might just go ahead and start the pullback. But if we lose this right flank, we definitely lose this area on Schultz Farm. So I want to make sure we're definitely losing Schultz Farm before we try that. The hell? No. No, you fool. Keep firing at Pettigrew. We actually have managed to really work Pettigrew down, but it's not enough to kill him or to make him retreat. Alright, he's making that push, guys, for Smith, and this is a definite charge on the flanks. I hope Coster can hold up a little longer. Come on, Coster. Send those rebels back to Georgia. Or in the Tigers' case, Louisiana, of course. I don't think it's going to trouble him too much that we've got more guys approaching here. At some point, you got to call it quits, and this is that point, my friends. We're going to start moving back with these guys. We're going to give this location up. We'll move our generals back here, too. We'll take Cutler. I'm going to go for the Evergreen Cemetery. And all we can do now is hold this spot. Move back with von Gilsa. Schmiffelnig, we're giving the town to the rebels. You're damn right. I might actually leave Krasnowski here and aim as sacrificial lambs because I don't see them escaping. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to try anyway, though. In fact, no. I'll keep these guys in Gettysburg. We can have an urban fighting force here in Gettysburg to stem the rebel advance. Sort of just put a plug in the rebel advance. Because if they send all these guys up, then we're in serious trouble. I see no reason why we should leave this defensive location. Let's try to keep it. Damn you, Bucktail. You fool. Moving the rest of these guys back. Alright, so Smith has got a strong, powerful presence here. It looks like Coster is finally assisting. Kind of. I want to make sure that he's actually firing back. There we go. I'm going to focus on those Tigers. I could almost see myself charging downhill, almost trying to do a Chamberlain's-type charge here, but I don't think it's going to work, because the morale of the men is just not good. Let's be honest. Fire, Krasnowski. Oh my goodness, look at this massive invasion force by Darth. You can see that we are facing the Emperor himself. I mean, this is tough. He is coming with just fully stocked brigades. These guys are ready for a fight, and not at all concerned with our small, tiny, pathetic force in the middle of Gettysburg. But we're not going to retreat with these guys, I promise you that. These guys are not leaving their posts, not unless they're going to run out of here, because I want to make sure he has to fight to take this location. It's not a victory location, but there's a lot of defensive power here, and that alone is worth trying to hold him back. Come on, Cutler. The more men we have here, the better. I'm going to get all the generals over here. The vedettes as well. Even the vedettes, yes. As unimportant as they may be. So Dillinger can still get some shots here, and there's no point in running because we just can't run away fast enough with our cannons. That will never happen. So he's going to pull back with O'Neill again. I think he sees the point, or the lack of a point, in trying to take the center here. He might still do it just for, just to make it easier on himself, because he would push with a huge wave instead of just pushing through one gap. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. He's got this. We can try to fall back to the cemetery. That might be the only reason I'll fall back, is try to get to the cemetery. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to fall back to our third defensive line. Fall back, fall back. He'll see what we're doing soon enough. Well, we need you to fall back even more, guys. That's a start, but let's be serious here. In fact, I wonder if we could flank his units here, try to crush them. But I think he's going to have some defensive forces here to... I hope he's going to have someone to defend these guys. If not, we could try to hit these guys in the flank. I might leave Ames here. He will be the sacrificial lamb. We need to leave some guys behind to cover the retreat of the rest of our men. Paul could reform here. Same with the iron. Damn you, Cutler. It's called shooting the rifle, boy. Alright, here we go. So we're going to try to take these guys and hit him in his flank. But Darth is fast. Very fast. And you can see already, he is rushing. He's charging, as a matter of fact, with Pettigrew and Archer. I'm going to fall back with the Iron Brigade. You'll never see the Iron Brigade run like this, but except in this battle. We might do a charge. I'm absolutely serious. Our morale is too poor to do a charge, sadly, but I would love to do a charge in their flank here. So if we're going to make this work, it needs to happen quickly. It needs to happen efficiently. We can't let him be moving his men behind us the entire time, or he's going to be firing and flanking us too. And actually, Carrington there is doing... Wow, Carrington is amazing on the gun. Here we go. So now he's going to try to switch his tactics back, but it's not a difference. It doesn't make a difference for us because he's actually managed to still push, even though we're trying to get back to this location and flank. It's not working out like we wanted it to. Not yet, anyway, but we can find it. Simon Gilson, I'm going to move Schmiffelnig. There we go. He's going to charge with Gordon. It looks like a charge. It might be a faint charge. Here we go. Oh, can we get there in time? Schmiffelnig, move faster. I don't want him to run, though, because he has no condition. He cannot run. And these guys, they have splinters in their feet. They've been fighting all day. They just can't run anymore. They can't do it. And this is a fitting end for us. If to die at the Evergreen Cemetery. Alright, so we're going to do everything we can to hold this position. I am actually going to push Valiant Defense. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, man. And they actually, from Darth, that's a compliment. This guy is, I would say, the best player in the game. I mean, he created the game. How could he not be the best player? So I actually went into this thinking I'd get my ass kicked a lot sooner. We managed to make it through this battle quite a bit, but he managed to, that constant sickle. Here we go. Alright, Schmiffelnig is ready to go. Come on, Schmiffelnig, can you do something? Let's get these guys back on top of the hill. He smiles. Darth knows. He's got his flanks set up. He knows what he's doing. And he absolutely played this battle 100% the right way. Crushing us. We could just take a look at the casualties here. Look at how many casualties he inflicted on our men over here. Of course, there are some Confederate dead over here. There's also a lot of Confederate dead across Gettysburg here when he tried to push on the north. But overall, I mean, most of the casualties are undoubtedly ours. And last time we played, we just mentioned, I played as the Confederates last time. He played as the Union, and I lost that battle. So, how different it was, the outcome. And I think last time, I got absolutely crushed. In this one, it looks like I at least valiantly died. Now my parrot is going nuts. She has already sensed the defeat here. She's aware of the complicated process of winning this battle. Look at that. Listen to her. She knows we're losing. She's my cheerleader, and she knows that we're losing the battle right now. I'm gonna try to get the generals here. Ow. Comrade! Alright, here we go, guys, with the Iron Brigade. Comrade! That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we yield. Be right back, guys. Ugh, comrade! Come on, comrade. Come on, comrade. Come on. Yeah, you see me. You see me, comrade. Alright, guys, I'm back. I always like to learn if I did anything better here. And losing the artillery too soon is major. So right now he's got Broken Bro up here basically just firing down at our men. It's rough, but we're going to pull back. Essentially, we're giving the field to him, but trying to save as many men's lives as we can for a future battle, which I'm sure me and Darth will have. We try to crack one of these out once a month for you guys. And don't forget also to subscribe to Darth's Twitter. I'm going to put that down below too. You guys know how to follow his games. You know to head to the Ultimate General website and support Darth any way you can. I'm sure a lot of you guys use his mods for Total War games, and just keep supporting him. He's awesome. And that's where I got overly confident, really, in Gettysburg town. When I was hitting him hard, I was like, I got him, and I thought I could basically charge, but what I did was I pushed him out. And when I pushed him out, I came out of the town, and I basically was open to his fire. So I was in the open, I was outside of the town, so he was almost in his best interest to lead me out of that town, to pull me back. Now, Gerald Stannard is here, but it's a bit late for Stannard. Let's see over here. SP somebody? How can I not get this? That's correct. That's correct. All right, we're gonna pull back once again, and let's see where General Stannard is. He's over here. I'm gonna just try to just be a dick and get behind Darth here. Sorry, guys. I gotta keep dealing with a parrot. She is a pain today. Yeah, I definitely withdrew way too late in this battle. It actually did remind me a lot of the World War II Eastern Front, in the sense that I was basically I was kind of like the Germans, overly confident in my defense. I was certain we could hold, and we couldn't. We just could not hold. It's pretty much that simple. We should have fallen back. In fact, if we had just given up these locations over here, let Darth take them, we would have had a much stronger line here on Evergreen Cemetery and Culp's Hill, which is totally a wooded area, and I could have formed, basically, as you guys can see, a circular line of defense. I might try that next time we have a fight. Let me see. Next time, I might circular... Trying to get Stannard back to the line, and he's still pushing. Darth is still pushing. He's like, I shall not stop firing. He won't stop. But we're going to get up here on the hill and try to still get some shots off on him. And that's another thing, guys. Awesome. I'm going to put it... So you guys can take a look at the guide as well. If you're having trouble similar to mine, or maybe worse, maybe better, who knows, you still want to take a look at Darth's guide. So I'm going to put it definitely down below. It's hopefully going to help your guys improve your game. And as always, if you guys want to play Ultimate General Gettysburg against me, I'm always open for a fight. If I'm available, I'm open. I'm usually busy, but if you catch me on an off hour, or you let me know that you want to play, I will do my best to get back to you within the week and have a match. That would be really cool. And if you guys like this series, let me know. Hit that like button, share this series, etc. And we will make it something that happens a lot more often. Oof. Fall back to Powers Hill. But as you can see, when the guys are well staffed here, they fall back in a much more organized fashion. He did an excellent job. Just constant sickle maneuvers, trapping an army. This actually was a beautiful reconstruction of how an army is trapped in a battle. I mean, it is almost perfect, as a matter of fact. That army gets trapped, it gets stuck in there. There's very little you can do. Once they're stuck into that situation, it's a tough, tough fight. if the development of the new game allows. And guys, he's talking about the next Gettysburg, Ultimate General Gettysburg game, or sorry, Ultimate General game. Would be really great, and I can't wait to get some more information on that. Hopefully I will be one of the first people on YouTube playing it. At least I hope I will be, but I'm not sure. Why is the battle delayed? I'm surrendering. I'm giving up. Get all my men out of here. There should not be a delay in this battle. Because I'm not pushing on any of these locations as far as I know. Maybe Von Gilsa? Diddleback, Schmiffelnig. There we go. Men, don't think you can win, because you cannot. Go back to your homes, reform, and come back for another fight. So that was an awesome game there. Me and Darth, I always love facing Darth in battle. It's just fun as hell. You learn a lot every time you play, and I think even you guys watching this will be learning a lot. His flanking is amazing, and I want to learn from that. I'm just not as quick as he is, and you know, he'll have one line here, he'll flank over here to the left, he'll have one line there, he'll flank over here to the left, he'll flank again, and he'll do that all within a matter of like 2-3 minutes, and he's just excellent at that. It's one of the reasons we lost here. Is the guy is an amazing player, but obviously we made a ton of mistakes. Not as many as we did last game, though. There we go. That's a defeat. We're going to take a look at the statistics of the battle itself. Not those statistics. There we go. So the losses on our side were pretty severe. 12,849. We killed 7,162 with a total score of 26,000. Darth wins with a total victory. An excellent job by him. We're going to go ahead and continue here. Hope you guys enjoyed that fight, and thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys had a good time. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe down below, and check out the guide.